deliver, you know, and then repeat ad nauseum. So I mean, it's very, very difficult. You need to be well resourced to actually get into that space. Actually, an interesting thing about Canadian regulatory law is that in Canadian policy, if you were to make a submission to the CRTC, they'll actually pay for all the work to do it, as long as you are deemed to have made a contribution. And I'm tempted to think that's a good thing to lobby for, simply lobbying for the resources for civil society to participate more effectively in regulation. So, I mean, what you do when that space is a very biased, difficult space to actually lobby in. You know, in the early discussions that Vera and Bob and I had about regulation, Bob was saying, you know, well, you know, the ITU is obviously a critical player. Please God, not the ITU. You know, it's you know, it is not the most mobile of bodies, no pun intended. But I wonder now, having not succeeded very much in the last 18 months of lobbying, whether, you know, like developing country positions for WRC evolve, trying to focus on key points, you know, to filter up through country positions into those debates might be, you know, a useful thing to do. Anyway, so that's where I'm.
So Bob.
Oh, I'll pick that up.
Steve says, God, no, not the ITU. You're just doing the ITU.
Let's have to say.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to defend the regulators. It's not the regulators that are against us. They have to fight against the lobby of the mobiles and the broadcasters. They are stuck with the regulatory system from 1930. There, the regulation started with 6 pages, and that it grew now to 8,000, I think, three volumes of books. And they cannot escape it easily. But they are working on it. There is, I think, 2 or 3 study items in the ITU, and it's on the War 2012 agenda, how to come to a more flexible regulatory regime. So instead of coordinating it manually in public agencies like the FEC or the agency Telecom in the Netherlands, they are sensitive to moving the coordination part into technology because that is becoming necessary. And what struck me in the white spaces area is that they are not comparing us with the broadcast, the real broadcasting transmitter, but with a kind of other shipping application that the broadcasters have for their microphone. So we are not fighting against the big transmitters, but against those non-licensed microphones. And that is wrong. We should just have to compare to the big transmitters. And having said that, I think we should continue in what I think Steve brought up. There are no devices yet. At the Philadelphia are now trying to get people together that are interested in spectrum to get use cases for cooperative radio. And then you can say, okay, this is a nice application where, for instance, the broadcasters that in special event cases need some more spectrum can share it with, for instance, the military. But this cooperative radio system, then they have ample frequencies to bring their transmissions to the main point where they collect the data to transmit it on their large broadcast transmitters. And we hope from getting from there to get some interesting applications, use cases, develop that, to make some prototypes, and then come again to the regulators and say, look, here you can answer the big request request that you have for spectrum that is supposed to be scarred.
Yes, very
Can I just add a footnote? So it seems we agree that we need the devices, but also place to test them, and that EU is not the place because the rules are so stringent. But I wonder if Iceland might be a place we could look at because it's not part of the EU, it's in Ireland, which helps, and it's also in other tech policy areas such as internet regulation, being very, very progressive. Offering itself as almost a gateway for freedom or. So anyway, I just want to add that there's a footnote, and I'd be also very interested in continuing the conversation. And I don't know, will there be an opportunity at this event during a lunch, or I don't know, maybe we can think about that as well.
Where I had exactly that idea in December when Julian Assange was having his speech at the CCC Congress in Berlin, where they were announcing cooperation with mass media, like what happened I think 2 weeks ago, where they published those 19,000 classified documents, The Spiegel, The Guardian, and I think, what was it, New York Times at the same time? And that was when he already announced the cooperation with Icelandic members of the Icelandic parliament. And I thought, well, if that goes through, like his Internet Multimedia Initiative, IMM initiative in Iceland, then we could actually jump on board, maybe as free riders, and follow up with some spectrum policy things in Iceland, because they're really an ideal situation, both geographically and politically. And the challenge is we should do that before they are a member of the European Union.
Bob.
Yeah. Well,
So you're one of, what, 2 NGOs, civil society, so now that you're representing a little over 3 billion people,
no, that's not the way it works. But as you can see, this is a big and very interesting subject, and we don't have enough time. We're just now getting started, and it's already over, and it's really a shame. So if there's a way to slip in, another spectrum discussion in the agenda, I would certainly like to talk more about this. Steve, you're discouraged. You said after 18 months of lobbying, I have to say, you should have understood from the start this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And the fact is that historical trends are very much on our side. The only thing that just kept me going for 30 years is that it's gotten better and easier, and I'm much less of an outsider now. I mean, there's just thousands of people who come to the same conclusions that I have. And that as radios get smarter and more able to manage themselves, the need for government controls will get less and less. As the pressure for access to more spectrum gets stronger, the need for more efficient use will force regulators to take back rights from license holders, whether they have a cozy relationship with them or not. So the trends are very favorable for all the things we're talking about. You just have to regard it as a marathon.
Thanks for sharing that.
Just another 24 years. How long's the marathon?
They haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how to deal with that massive power that is going to have those 5 years.
Maybe like David and Goliath.
Judo.
Yeah. It's not about
Seriously?
the size of your opponent. It's really not about the size of your opponent. It's about who is doing the right thing.
But really, people are not going to riot on the streets for spectrum.
That's true. That's true. But you don't.
If they have devices that confiscate it because they're either illegal, then they might riot.
That's the point I'm making.
And this story reminds me of probably seeing those micro FM transmitters. Everybody bought them illegally. And well, they said they're everywhere, so it's not possible to prohibit it. So we have to make them legal. And
think everybody, I think I have nothing to add for the final remarks. Everything is said. And if you could fit in a second slot, that wouldn't harm, but I don't know if we have.
So we actually do have rooms that we can use for this. What we need is somebody in this room to decide where we will organize that. And then talk with myself after this, and we'll find you a room and make an announcement. Probably tomorrow might be better, just to go over announce it to everyone.
Okay.
So Steve's on it. So look for an announcement probably tonight when we will continue part 2 of the conversation. Thank you.